it on just as I needed to get over. Oh, good morning. Anyway, my name is Erin with 2 R's. I finally have a mount, but it's super bouncy, so now I need a different one. And the sun behind me is rising in my rearview mirror and into my eyes. So, really, I can turn that down. So I was like, why am I screaming today? Interesting. I don't know. Today is a weird day. I don't have any students today, and so also my son is off, so I could stay. I was able to sleep in and did not. Like, what is that? I ended up having to get up and run. I was just like, why, body, have you betrayed me thus? So, anyway, I declare I do. Anyway, they no students today, so it's a teacher work day, so I'm about to go and sit in tons of meetings. I'm so excited about that. Can you tell? All right, yeah. I'm sure you can hear the excitement in my voice. Anyway, what I am actually excited about is that it's my thermostat, like the thing that measures the air temperature in my car. It says it's 65 degrees. That's exciting. It has been 100 degrees for the last 6 months. So I'm really happy to have a little bit cooler weather. Like, I think we even skipped the 70s. I don't even think we did anything in the 70s. We went straight from 95 to 62. And I was like, whoa! And it shocked me and my son. My son and I walked out the door the other day, and we were like, are we in the right state? Like, as if our house moved, and there's no way for that to have happened. So anyway, today I was getting dressed, and one of the notifications popped up on my phone, and it was an article about 10 MicroHabits to start changing your life now. And the little blurb first said 21 days. Most people know that it takes 21 days for you to basically make something a habit. So basically those 21 days, you really gotta put the effort into starting something new or restarting something. I want it to be cold in here like it is outside. All right, there we go. Anyway, to starting a habit. And it takes a lot. It does. It takes the inspiration. And one of the things I will say before I get started on this is was I reading a book? Yeah, I was. I was reading something. It's from the podcast that my best friend and I do. I was just like, where have I heard this knowledge? We're so smart. But no, it was about just a snippet of that. It was most of us believe that inspiration comes after, you get the inspiration and then you get the motivation. And sometimes just doing the things, making yourself do it, gives you the motivation to continue doing it. Your inspiration is that you've already done it and now you can continue doing it. The action is what spurs you into that motivation. It's not the other way around. I can't believe I forgot that we were doing a podcast. Anyway, it's not airing until the spring, so we're in recordings right now. But anyway, so the 10 things, I want to talk about maybe 2 of the things that stuck out to me on the list, and I'll try to put the article below because I still have it. Usually I forget the links and I'll be like, what else? So one of them was say no more. And I'm an advocate of this. Look, saying no actually protects you more than you think. A lot of people think saying no opens them up to losing friends, losing job opportunities and things like that. And in some cases I understand that, but there's a lot of cases where I'm just I don't know how you got to that conclusion. So you need to say no a lot more. And then it says respond, don't react. And at first I was like, those are synonyms. But no, they're not. They're actually not. I had to think about it. But responding to something is usually takes thought. The connotation surrounding a response is that we plan it out. You think about it and then you write it or you do it, right? So respond. But reaction is just like kind of a knee-jerk type thing. Like somebody talks about your mama, so you punch them in the face. That's a reaction. I mean, it's also a response, but it's really just a reaction. And I didn't read what it said under that, but it made so much sense. It's pretty much think before you act. And when it comes to like caring about yourself and taking care of yourself, responding requires you to think about whether or not those actions are in line with like who you are or who you want to be. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I just had like Rafiki jump into my head and like, you don't even know who you are. And you know, that scene in Lion King when Simba's like all lost and he was just like, I don't know. I forgot what he said, but yeah. Anyway, sorry. That's how my brain works. The other one that I saw was like do it now, and it comes from the book like the 5-second rule. I did read the little blurb under that, and then I also ran into something because I was reading that and walking at the same time. So the 5-second rule is like, if you can take care of it in under 5 minutes, do it now. Just do it. And for me, like for somebody like me, that means something, because I am somebody, and it's not like I'm purposely putting off that thing. It's like, it's that I don't know what the outcome is, and so I hesitate to do it. And so now I just have to be like, okay, if I can do it in less than 5 minutes, do it now. So for me, like for my opera company, those tasks would be contacting a singer and saying, hey, do you want to sing on this event that I have coming up? Or hey, would you like to, you know, or an accompanist, hey, would you like to, I'd love to have you perform with us, blah, blah, blah. It's less than 5 minutes is this message I send in the first place. Now the total exchange might take a little bit more than 5 minutes because, you know, I got to factor in time for them to respond. But the point is, if I'm operating, if I try to send these things out during business hours, but as a small business owner, and it's like a company of 3, and all 3 of us have lives. So like, unfortunately, washing my hair is not going to take 5 minutes. So I'm going to put that off until my head itches. No, I'm not. I'm really not. Don't listen to me. I'm not doing that. You shouldn't do it either. The last one was, oh crap, what was the last one? Poo on toast. Can't remember a thing. Okay, so so there's 2 more I want to talk about. One was like read a lot, and another one was like read before bed, and I was just like, I do all of that. I've actually started doing the reading as I'm going to sleep again. It was something that I used to do when I was younger. I would fall asleep with a book in my hand, and it changed when everything went to like electronic, and I would be on like a Kindle device or something, and I would be reading, and the phone would like smack me in the face. I actually stopped reading before bed. And some people are like, well, just get out a real book. And I said, well, I have to have the light on if I get out a real book. And also I have to have a book light if I get out a real book. And I have a book light, but then that means there's a light on. So anyway, so that's why I thought for my phone, at least after a while it'll turn off. I won't be wasting running the battery down. But also I don't like getting smacked in the face. But I've started doing this again. The last one, it was asking yourself, like, what can I change about my life to be better today? And I want to modify that. Like, I feel like everything out there, the self-help books is like telling you, well, your life sucks. And it's probably your fault that your life sucks. And I'm just like, I mean, maybe it is, but do we need, like, they know that. Like, they know that. What is the action item to change that? And I want to say, what is one thing I can do differently today that makes me feel better about myself today? Like, what is it? What did I do yesterday that I was just like, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe that's one of the reasons my life is kind of poopy. Or, maybe one of the things that was like a Debbie Downer in my life. Let me figure out what I can do to, amp it up a little bit. So I just want, like, if that question works for you, what can I change today to make my life better? If that works for you, then that's fine. But what works for me is more like, okay, what habit what micro habit, and I did like that word, what micro habit am I starting today to get back on track with, my goals, my dreams? I know everything is not going to come true, but I know that it definitely won't come true if I'm not working for it. So there's a lot of stuff that I want to start doing that I'm not going to have the time to do. So my micro habit that I'm doing today, I'm going to read. I started reading another book. I subscribe to like Kindle Unlimited, so I can, if a book pops up and they're just like, read this book, and I'm like, all right, cool. And I don't really want to commit to it, because what if I hate it? I don't want to have bought that. I'd be mad. I'm gonna have to have a whole nother car chat about books that I read that made me mad. Because we're probably not going to talk about that in the podcast. So I'm gonna talk about that. Anyway, and thanks for riding to work with me. What micro habit do you think is more appealing to you, or what micro habit have you started? I'll link the whatever the thing is called, the article in the description so you can read it. All right, thanks for riding with me. Bye.